Oakhaven was a quiet town, a place where people felt safe. Until that autumn night. October 17, 2023. The air itself seemed to change, growing colder, heavier. An unseen shadow had fallen. Something wicked had arrived. Her car was the first sign. Found abandoned on a lonely road, by Old Miller's Creek, miles from her quiet home. The driver's side door hung open, a dark, gaping invitation to a nightmare just beginning. A single item set the tone, a muddy leather glove left on the driver's seat. It was not Elara's. This was a deliberate message, a chilling dark omen, the silence around the car. It was profound, absolute, a vacuum where life had been. Fear spread through Oakhaven like an invisible contagion. The town was small, interconnected, everyone knew Elara Vance. Now she was simply gone. The peace of Oakhaven was shattered. Elara Vance was beloved, known for her gentle smile and her kindness to everyone. She worked at the town library, a creature of quiet routine. Her days were simple, predictable. Until that Tuesday evening, when her routine was broken, and she vanished into the night, leaving only questions behind. She did not return home, her cat was left unfed, calls to her phone unanswered. A knot of worry tightened in the hearts of her family. Friends felt a rising panic. The police were finally called, standard procedure was initiated, but this felt far from standard. A deep wrongness permeated the air. The first 24 hours crawled by, then 48, hope dimming. Search parties began to form. Concerned townsfolk, friends, family. They scoured streets and parks, their faces drawn, etched with grim concern. Dread hung heavy in the crisp autumn air. The town held its breath, praying for a miracle, fearing the inevitable truth. Days turned into a long week. Each dawn brought fresh anxiety. The search area slowly expanded, pushing towards the town's edge, towards the dense Blackwood forest, a place of deep shadows, and long-held local legends. A place where secrets could fester, and remain hidden for years. The forest seemed to watch. Then a grim discovery was made. Not Elara, not yet, but a piece of her life. Deep within the tangled woods, far from any marked trail, her favorite red silk scarf, snagged on a cruel, thorny branch. A small, vibrant splash of color, against the grim, muted landscape. A silent testament to her presence. The scarf told a horrifying story. A silent, desperate narrative. Foul play was now undeniable. This was no simple disappearance. A struggle must have occurred here, or she was forcibly taken, dragged into this desolate place, against her will, terrified. The scarf was a whisper of violence, a clue left by fate. Section 4. A Tangled Web of Suspects. The police began to investigate. Who would want to harm Elara? They looked at an ex-boyfriend, Mark, known for his temper, and a jealous streak. A disgruntled former co-worker, Silas, recently fired, bitter. Even the town recluse, Hemlock, who lived in a shack near the edge of Blackwood Forest. Each potential suspect was interviewed. Mark claimed he was away. On a business trip, he said. He had receipts, flight stubs. Silas insisted he was home, with his wife and children. They corroborated his story. Old man Hemlock just grunted, uncooperative, reclusive as ever, offering nothing concrete to hold. Every avenue seemed to dead end. The alibis, though some felt thin, held up under initial scrutiny. Frustration mounted for investigators. The case file grew thicker, filled with notes and dead leads. Oakhaven buzzed with rumors. Section 5. The Unseen Witness. Months passed into a cold year. The case grew colder still. Elara's file sat on a shelf. She became a sad local legend, a ghost story whispered by some. Then, Detective Harding was assigned, a veteran of cold cases. He brought fresh eyes, and a relentless determination. He believed no case was truly dead. Harding meticulously reviewed everything, every statement, every photograph, every piece of forgotten evidence. He focused on grainy CCTV footage from a gas station near Miller's Creek, where Elara's car was found. It had been dismissed earlier, considered too blurry, too indistinct. Just darkness and faint lights. But Harding looked closer. He sent the footage for enhancement using new forensic technology. And there, almost invisible, a faint reflection in the glass of the station's darkened window. A vehicle, not Elara's sedan, passing by at a crucial time, around the time she disappeared. A distinctive older model truck. A ghost captured on tape. This fleeting phantom image. Section 6. The Mask of Sanity Crumbles. The owner of the distinctive truck was Arthur Birch, Oakhaven's mild-mannered librarian. Known for his quiet demeanor, his helpful attitude, his glasses, he seemed so ordinary, so utterly harmless. The community was stunned. It simply couldn't be him. He was a fixture of normalcy. Birch was brought in for questioning. He appeared calm, almost serene. He denied any involvement, claimed he was home reading, as he did most nights. But the truck, his truck. The enhanced footage placed him there. His composure began to fray. A search warrant was quickly obtained for his neat, unassuming house. His home was immaculate, orderly. Books lined every wall. Then, investigators reached the basement. They found a hidden, locked room. Inside, the truth was horrifying. Elara's missing personal items, her silver locket, a gift, her worn copy of Jane Eyre, and journals filled with his writing detailing his dark, twisted obsession with her. Section 7. The Long Shadow of Oakhaven. For Elara's family, the pain. It was a wound that would not heal. Their grief was immense, profound, compounded by the horrifying betrayal. Arthur Birch was a familiar face, someone they had known, trusted. Peace seemed an impossible dream. Their lives were forever altered, marked by an unimaginable loss, and the cruelty of one man. Oakhaven itself was changed. The illusion of small-town safety had been brutally shattered. People began locking their doors, something they rarely did before. Mistrust lingered in the air. The town learned a bitter lesson. That evil can wear a friendly smile. It can live next door. It can hand you a library book. Elara's story became a dark warning, a reminder that monsters are real. They don't always lurk in shadows or desolate, forgotten places. They walk among us every day, hiding their true nature behind masks of normalcy.